Peace. Unks are in the air. ISiS SeRaPHiS. Welcome again to not riding and rambling, but hashtag sitting and spitting while we dropping them jewels. My. What a life it has been on this ride. It's been some amazing new things taking place. And I just want to thank you, everybody who's speaking up about their shifts, everybody who's sharing about their magnificent transitions. And I would ask all of you to send love to all of our sisters and brothers who are experiencing the challenges of these shifts that are taking place, because there are some challenges taking place during this time, and it doesn't mean stop. It just means woo-sa, allow things to pass, allow things to manifest, and eventually things just, I don't know, they just kind of open up. So challenges. I think this one is going to be about challenges, because I know I talk a lot about the self-love aspect of my journey, yet there are some challenging, extremely challenging moments sometimes, especially since I'm experiencing these new moments, and they're like ever developing, ever growing, ever manifesting new moments. So where do I begin? Most recently, I experienced health challenges. Now, cosmic being or not, sometimes energies can create the proper combination of health challenge. And like we said, it's not about challenges, it's about solutions. So, it was health solution time. And it was a little complex to find a good solution. So recently, I had the joy of my women's cycle mixed in with a few family situations on top of being an empath and a really hard-hitting Mars War Tuesday. And that combination created a little congestion in my reality. Like, all the energy congested and it popped up into my physical being. And I'm like, oh, no. So, my health solutions had to embody knowledge that I have collected over time. Because when we have experiences, it's not just about us in this now moment. It's about who we've been and who we're seeking to become. So I have always had sinus problems, but I didn't realize for a lot of years that it was only because I was dehydrated. So once I started to properly hydrate, I really allowed myself to experience a life without sinus issues. And so my mom, she thought I had allergies, and I kind of thought I had allergies too, yet it was dehydration. Drink water. Water is your friend. Water is your life. Water is the blood and the soul of Mother Earth, you know? It is in you. So definitely water really helped me get to the root of where my health solutions needed to flow from. I know I talked about flow, but it's just a good play on words. So after I took the time to hydrate properly, I wanted to get into my warm pink Himalayan sea salt and apple cider vinegar. Because initially I woke up and there was a thickness in my throat. It was hurting, but my glands weren't swollen. So what did I do? I gargled with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and with maybe about 8 ounces of water. And I just warmed it and I gargled with that until completion. And I haven't had a single throat situation since. Like, the throat is all cleared up. But I did experience it rising. So then I did my ears. Why did I do my ears? Because this was a throat chakra communication center fluctuation. You say this area is in flux, and I don't have to allow that to stand. I have to remember all of the areas connected to the throat chakra for communication. Ears, listening. So for my ears, I like to do maybe like a 5 minutes on each side. I'll do the peroxide in the ear, and then I'll switch and I'll let it drain and do peroxide in this ear. And then I'll switch and let it drain and do pink Himalayan salt with some water and some neem oil. Neem, N-E-E-M. And then I'll switch, let it drain, and I'll do the neem oil, pink Himalayan salt, and water on this side. And I clear out those ear chakras, because something that I've noticed in my family line, which has not really affected me genuinely, is my brother gets these ear infections. I think a couple of my brothers get these ear infections. And so I don't want these ear infections. So I'm like, let me make sure that I am aware of the connectivity of this system, because it's very important that we think in whole processes versus compartmentalized sections. Because when you think about the whole being and holistic, holistic healing, then we give ourselves a chance to take on the fullness of the wealth of health, because health is wealth. Health is wealth, and get that healthy, wealthy wealth. And so I had to do with my nose. So I learned the importance of the neti pot, so I just netied, you know. What do I put in my neti pot? Pink Himalayan sea salt, a little apple cider vinegar, maybe like a half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, where I'll do like a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, warm that up, and then I'll go ahead and do the neti. I'll let it run, and that really helped clear out my sinuses. And so I'm still taking care of myself, which is really good, because self-love deals with all of the levels of being, you know, from my mental health to my emotional health to my spiritual health to my physical health. And so that's why I really wanted to share this video, because I'm in the throes right now, you know, and I want to talk about being in the throes, and I also want to talk about being thrown into the success, you know. So, I mean, you know, sharing is just this natural thing. Like, it's not supposed to be this or that. Well, for me, it's not this or that. It's just whomever I'm showing up to be, I'm just showing up to be that. And I'm just giving y'all that. So, love y'all for just accepting me. And so the last thing I did, I've got some thieves spray from Young Living that I live by. And I've been spraying that a lot. Taking maybe 2 or 3 sprays by mouth every, I don't know, maybe 2 times a day. And then I jumped on the vitamin C's, because what I've mostly been sharing with you guys is flushing these areas, getting out the natural remedies to cleanse these internal kind of non-topical areas. So then how do you feed your system? What do you give your system as far as health assistance, immune health? So I did do like maybe 3,000 to 5,000 grams of vitamin C. I do a lot of vitamin C, whatever units it comes in. I might be wrong. It might not be grams, it might be milligrams. I'm not sure, but 3,000 units of that, 3,000 to 5,000 units of that, because that's really just like a super boost for your immune system. And then also I do the different herbs that help your immune system. So I'm totally about that nettle, that stinging nettle, and that Podiarco, and that echinacea. So I've been incorporating them in my tea, as well as I have the capsules of the echinacea, but the Podiarco and the nettle, I've been taking those via tea. So I do like my teas. Teas are very good. They soothe. Oh, it was so soothing to my throat after I had cleared out all of the I guess you could say mucus or whatever was making it hurt. Then I went back in there and I just soothed it and bathed it. It's just really taking the time to baby ourselves, baby our body parts. Oh my God, just let me spoil you. So that's where I was coming from, with just taking care of myself. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm on my way to get some alkaline water from the granary. I really feel like my body's calling for that. There's a lot of ways to make alkaline water at home. Yeah, I'm listening to my body, and this is what my body wants. So I'm really trying to give my body what it's calling for, and it's calling for blueberries. So I ate a bunch of blueberries 2 nights in a row. I'm gonna continue to eat these blueberries, and whatever else my body's calling for, I'm gonna continue to give it that love and listening and consideration, because self-love is so important on every single level. So with that, I'll say ISiS SeRaPHiS, sitting and spitting, dropping jewels. What? Food for thought? You hungry? Holla up. Hashtag unks. Are in the air. Yeah, I got y'all. Hashtag ISiS SeRaPHiS. Hashtag the ISiS Boutique. Sister be making jewelry, baby. I'ma get it out there. Just be patient with me, okay? Because I want these healing jewels to be healing tools for your mind, body, and spirit as well. So on that note, I'ma say ISiS SeRaPHiS. Love y'all.